Hey everybody, Justin Senior here, and we're going to be talking about what businesses work best on Instagram and kind of what to look for, what type of things really work well, and really how to actually look into a couple different business models that have been working very well for me on Instagram lately. So first of all, what makes a good Instagram match? Well, you have to understand that 55% of Instagram's users are between 18 and 30 years of age. Okay, so that's definitely a specific type of consumer, right? And that means some product types may really be better than others. Some service types may be better than others. I think when it comes down to it, what we know as a whole about 18 to 30-year-olds are they're very open to sharing, right? So I think any product or service or whatever goal you have in mind, if you're doing lead generation, whatever it is, whatever the subject of what you're talking about, selling, offering, if it is shareable, right? If it's shareable, then I think that is a huge, huge sign that you have a good match for Instagram, for leveraging Instagram for your business, right? And I think another big sign is your business brandable? Now, this definitely is a little bit more challenging than having a shareable type product or business. But branding, if your business is brandable and you do a good job of branding, and this definitely takes a little bit more time to establish a brand, establish an identity, establish a following, all things that are definitely possible on Instagram, all things that I'm going to show you throughout this course, then that's another good sign that your business or service is a good match for Instagram marketing. And I'm going to give you two examples of really businesses that have been working very well for me inside of the Instagram space. And if you've been following me at all, you already know what they are: dropship e-commerce, and that's with Shopify, and then print-on-demand t-shirts also with Shopify. And I'll tell you a little bit about dropshipping. And keep in mind, there's going to be more to come on this in future sections over in the Instagram bootcamp. But the definition of dropshipping or a dropshipping business on Shopify is basically you're selling someone else's product on their behalf. Okay, so you're going to be selling a product that you don't touch. You're going to be selling a product that you don't warehouse, you don't source it. So, you're simply going to represent it on your store. When someone buys it, you will then have the supplier, the original seller of the product, go ahead and ship that product off to your customer. Okay. A great example of this is kind of selling anything on a Shopify store through AliExpress. That's kind of the most basic level of a drop shipping store. And some of the benefits are very, very easy to get started, right? Shopify is super, super easy to get started. And obviously when you're doing drop shipping, there's no inventory risk because you're never touching any of the products. You're simply just selling someone else's. So that's a big advantage. One of the big disadvantages, or one of the cons here, is that it is hard to source products domestically. So oftentimes you're going to have to work with China, which can mean slower delivery times for sure. And again, there's going to be more to come about dropshipping, kind of how to implement that specific business model with Instagram, some case studies in the coming sections. So very similar to dropshipping is the t-shirt print-on-demand business, and this is another one of my big businesses, and again, no surprise if you guys have been following me for a while. And what is a t-shirt print-on-demand business? Well, it's basically selling t-shirts, and basically more than t-shirts, just apparel as a whole, that is only printed, basically you think of it as created, only created once it's demanded. And when is it demanded? It's only demanded once someone pays you for it. So this is very similar to drop shipping, except that you're going to be selling t-shirts, apparel that you design yourself. And maybe not you, but your graphic designer, your t-shirt designer, your hat designer, whatever it is. They're going to be designing really the look and feel of your shirt, of your hat, of your sweatshirt, of your sweatpants, whatever it is. And once someone orders that, you'll show that on your website as basically a visual representation or a mock-up of that item. Once someone buys it, then your t-shirt print-on-demand partner kind of steps in and they start producing the item. And a good example of this would be really any t-shirt store that you see advertised on Facebook pretty much is doing the print-on-demand model. So some of the pros or the benefits is that very, very easy to get started, just like dropshipping, no inventory risk whatsoever, and that's a huge key. And really one of the only cons I would say of this business is that you have to make the product to customer match, and you also have to make the design. So, I mean, if you can figure out who your customer is, all that turns into a positive because you just keep cranking out t-shirt designs that you know that your customers are going to like. But until you find that product to customer and design match, it can be a little bit challenging. So this will be covered also in the future sections as well.